Hi everybody, this is Michelle from Creative Operation, and this is my July 1st version of my hashtag Crafty Goals 2023. And I wanted to share a little something different with you today. One of the things that I talked about in my last Crafty Goals were, things that I wanted to do. So I did actually complete some goals, so I was pretty excited about that. So I got a couple things I want to share with you, and I also wanted to show you what I did, because one of the things that I talked about in my last video was making Christmas cards and trying to take care of that. So I made a whole bunch of stuff. So this is going to be part kind of my crafty goals and part a show and tell here, and I'll show you some things that I did. So there was one of the things that I wanted to do, and this was inspired by Planner Paperie. Now, she has been doing her crafty goals too, so you'll see the links to everybody that is involved in this. So she has a tally sheet that she kept, and so I decided for this month that I would try a tally sheet, because I just think it's a great idea. Sometimes a to-done list is better than a to-do list, because then you kind of, if you don't, like if I make goals and I don't reach them, it feels kind of like, ugh, I didn't get it done. But if I, kind of sit and look at what I actually did do, it's quite amazing how much we accomplish at crafting. So I'm going to show you this. So this is like my tally, and it looks like a mess, but these are all the things I did. I made notebooks, albums, big and small. I made cards, I made journaling cards, banners, flowers, rosettes, paper clips, you name it, I did it. And I just kept this tally, and you can see, I mean, it is just full of all the things that I did. And a lot of things that I did do was, one of the things that I wanted to do was kind of start smashing my scraps, not actually smashing a stash per se, but smashing my scraps. So what I mean by that is that I use paper collections, I buy all the things, use some of it, put the rest away, and then they just sit. So what I have been doing, and I've done several videos, and you can look at those in my video list in my YouTube channel, I've been taking some paper collections that I have used some of, and I'm trying to just go through it and use it all. And most of it is making little things, because there's not really a whole lot in there. But for this, I wanted to share with you how I smashed this particular paper collection. So this was Mix and a Mingle. This was last year by Simple Stories. One of my goals is to start making some Christmas cards, at least 10 per month, so that I can get ready for Christmas and try and get organized for that. So I just kind of wanted to go through what I did. So I have been inspired by several different people. So again, I was inspired to do the tally sheet, which I was like super impressed with, just seeing what I actually did make. One of my goal for Christmas cards was to make 10. I ended up making 23 in all. So I did pretty darn good with that goal. One of the things that has happened in the last month is unfortunately my husband had to have surgery. So I've been kind of doing like smaller crafts, because they're really easy to come in, and do a small thing and kind of keep an eye on him and help him when he needs it. So I have been doing a lot of this. So smashing my scraps and making my Christmas cards. And then I also, just so you know, I did finish every single square I need for the Afghan that I was working on. And it's going to absolutely be beautiful. So it's going to have 63 squares. I finished all of the squares. So now all I have to do is put it together. So I was pretty excited about that. I actually finished that goal. So I was super excited. I was hoping it would be all completely done, but getting the squares done, that's a huge thing. 63 of these. So that's quite a bit of those. So this month, I finished, let's see, how many did I make? 24, which finished all the ones I needed. So I'm very happy about that. So let's go through here. I wanted to share a bunch of things with you. So I did some things like, I made some simple rosettes. These were chipboard pieces that I used in the middle of them. These are going to be great on Christmas packages. So I thought this was going to be fun to do. These were cardstock pieces that were left over from the project that I had made before, and so they were strips, so they worked out perfect to make the rosettes. These were paper strips that were left over, and so I just again used chipboard pieces, and I just created nice little rosettes. These are gonna, again, be great on packages. And then also on the packages, I decided I've never really made a lot of the bows with my envelope scoreboard. So I decided to start playing with some bows, which also will be wonderful on packages. So I just made several different kinds in a couple different sizes and just thought that was fun. I used flat back pearls from my stash, but this was a great way to kind of use up those pattern papers and the little strips and bits that I had left over. Because you guys, I can't throw anything away. I am such a paper hoarder, that's for sure. I am like super in love with hidden paper clips and paper clips in general. So I made a couple of these, and this was made from the paper packaging here. We used to have Doxies. They have been gone now for a little while, and I miss them so much, but I just love Dachshunds, and I had to make it, you know, in their memory. So I made that paper clip, so this can just go on the side of a notebook or something. And then this is a hidden paper clip. So I made that, super cute, super easy, and I used the stickers and some flowers that I had and just made this really pretty little thing. That would look really cute as a package embellishment too. I mean, these would be great. And then, you know, they could reuse them if they wanted to. So one of the other things that I did was I made a couple tags, and this was really simple to do. These tags I had in my stash forever and I haven't used them, so I just dug through my ribbons. These little banner pieces were made from the paper packaging, and then I just added a couple little ribbons. I added some of the word stickers that come in the sticker collections, and voila, I have a really cute tag. So this could be, you know, another tag for gifts. Pretty super simple and easy, and a great way to use up your scraps. One of the other things that I did was I went through my stash. You're gonna love this. So these are slides, and I have like no idea how old these are, but I had these in my stash. There is no date on the packaging. I've had them forever. And slides used to be like really super duper popular. So I dug those out. I wanted to use those. I had an idea. So in this paper collection, they had some 2x2 little images and stuff, and some I cut out from the pattern papers, and some I just added stickers. But I just put the pattern papers on the backs of them, added stickers, flowers, little word embellishments here, used a little foam tape to pop them up, and made cute little embellishments. These could be great for cards. These could be great for again, packages. If I made a mini album, if I had more papers or something, these would be great embellishments for mini albums. So I just thought that was kind of fun. You could recreate this with silver paper if you want, and then white paper behind, and then your pattern paper here. So if you wanted to do that, if I can find my ruler where I've hid it for myself, I can give you some measurements for these, because I have no idea if we can actually get them or not. So the silver part was 2x2. The white part has an opening that's a 1 1/4 by 1 1/4, and so the pattern paper that I put behind there, I just kind of put in the metal frame there, so I cut it a little bit shorter. But there you go. So you can just layer those pieces together if you wanted to, and you know, create your own slides. So one of the slides that I did make, I used on a little mini album that I created. So I added flowers from my stash and some stickers in the middle, and it made a really cute little album. So this is one of the maze albums, or yeah, maze albums, where you take and you score, and then you cut strips, and then you kind of put it together and create pockets. I hope that makes sense. So it created a really cute pocket. This is a 3x4 album, and I just used pieces of pattern paper, leftover stickers, and then this pattern paper collection came with a whole bunch of tags. So they're great for like journaling and stuff. Now these tags in and of themselves can be great, you know, tags for packages or whatever, but I'll just quickly go through here. On these, I used the square pieces that they had in the pattern paper collection, and then just made little tags here to pull out. So this makes a cute little album. Rated my seam binding stash and just, you know, made it really fluffy with the seam binding and super cute. This is a 3x4 cut apart that said currently on it, so I wanted to use that because I thought that would be fun as a journaling page, and then the back page here. As I'm digging through my stash here, I found a couple more of those tags that I made, so I'll show you those. This one says Making Spirits Bright. This one says Jingle All the Way, and that one says Season's Greetings. And again, this is just, these strips here are from the paper packaging. So just cut them in banners and used them. So I ended up with 5 of those. The next thing I want to show you are these amazing guest check cards. These are by, actually inspired by Denise AbateSmith on Instagram. She did an amazing design team project using guest checks, and I was really inspired by what she did. So I ended up, these kind of morphed into cards. So I ended up making 4 of these cards, and let me show you how cute they are. So this is just a guest check. I bought these at, like, I think the Goodwill. I found a whole bunch of them for really cheap, and I bought them. Put them on the cardstock, okay? When you open it up, I put a little piece of white cardstock and then added stickers from the collection, so it made a great card. But then I added a tag from the paper collection and some stickers, and super cute idea. It just turned out really adorable. So I wanted to give her a shout out. Now my particular guest checks, I trimmed to 3 3/8 by 6 1/4, and then the card base I did 7 1/2 by 6, and then I scored on the 7 1/2 at 3 3/4 to make the card. So if you have some guest checks and you want to do this idea, that's where I got it from. And do measure your cards, or your guest checks, I should say, and go ahead and do that. I was able to make 3 cards out of 1 piece of cardstock, so that was kind of cool too. But just super cute. So I want to give Denise a shout out for that, because they're just absolutely a cute idea. And I would never have thought to use a guest check as like a background for this, but she did a great job on her design team project with them, and I just really wanted to share. So here's the second one here that I did. And, you know, just really cute, and used up all those stickers, used up a lot of my flowers. I had a giant package of these red, white, and green flowers, so I went ahead and just smashed that and used up a lot of seam binding. Now, some of the cards I did like this, just adorable, right? Just super cute. The inside of that one. So I did decorate all the insides of that. So I did that. Some cards, the other cards that I made were a variety of different ideas. Now, the other cards that I did, this one was inspired by Charisse, who is one of the members of Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations, and she did this really cute kind of spray card with really thin pieces of leftover pattern paper. I did use some thicker pieces, but that's where I got the inspiration for that, and I want to give her a shout out as well for this. So that was kind of the inspiration for that. Used a sticker and some enamel dot. I did use one of the little word stickers that they have, and then added the stickers on the inside. So that was a cute Christmas card. And then the rest of them, I just kind of did a lot of paper piecing. I don't know if you can tell, but I did one of those where you take the triangles and then go all the way, you know, I've done tutorials on it with a Halloween card that I did. But then you cover up the center part with a, you know, die cut or a sticker or something like that. I made a cluster embellishment. You can see that I kind of stapled them all together, and then I put that on top, added some enamel dots, and I have a really great card. So I'll just real quick go through here, but I did quite a few of those, you know, a couple of those kinds where I had lots of scraps. So I just wanted to use them up. And then these were 3x4 cut aparts, and I just made cards with those. So I added a few stickers, and really simple to do with just, you know, adding some cardstock or some pattern paper, and it makes a great card. So I made all of these. I thought this was cute with the music and everything. Adorable. And then let's see, some of them are blank inside, but some of them I did put stickers in, like that one. So I just had fun kind of trying to mix and match and put all these together. Added Santa in front of the tree on this one. So really cute. I'll just go through these. So it's a great way to use up cut aparts if you have lots of extra cut aparts left over, right? Lots of extra stickers. I added enamel dots to this tree, so kind of give it a little bit of dimension there. There's another one, Making Spirits Bright. Yep, and they're the most wonderful time of the year. So all of those Christmas cards I was able to make with that collection. Now, last but not least, so this particular book, was created by Pink Strawberry. She was the inspiration for this. I got a lot of inspirations on this collection. So she did a tutorial that I will link down below called A New One Sheet Wonder with 12 by 12 paper. And so I had one piece of 6 by 12, and then I just kind of added extra paper to it. But anyway, I made this, and what I ended up doing was making kind of a leftover embellishment book. So if I want to make more cards in the future, more rosettes, more whatever, now I have a place where I can store kind of all the little bits and pieces. So inside, let me show you what's inside, and I'll get rid of some of this stuff so you can kind of see what's going on here. Let's kind of move that off to the side. So there's a pocket here. In this pocket, I created some little journaling cards. So if you wanted to make an album and add those too, I just did that. And I just used stickers that I had left over. So I got several of those. These are those scallop border stickers that come. These are just bigger journal cards that I made. And then some of the cut aparts that I had left over, and I just stuck in there. So if I want to, again, like make more cards, or I want to, you know, make an album and have things to add to it, I can do that. So these little guys here are just kind of, you know, like journaling cards that you could tuck into a small album. And I just did a weaving technique with some scraps of paper. I mean, like I literally tried to use everything up that I possibly could in order to make, you know, to really smash this scraps that I had. Here, there was a strip that had some stamps, so I just cut them out and I put them in this envelope so I can use these to decorate envelopes or more tags or something like that. Here were some little mini pieces that I just cut out that I can use on different things, but I wanted a place to put them. So I basically made like a really small themed ephemera folder. This pocket here has a tag that I did not use, so I stuck that in there. There was a fa la la that I was able to cut out and kind of save, so that would be fun to add to something. Deck the halls, and then this here. Some leftover tags from the paper collection that I wanted to keep, so, you know, gift tags, whatnot. And then, let's see, here were some more sticker stamps, so I just backed these onto cardstock, and I can use these to do some more embellishments and decorations and stuff like that, but I really love the stamp images, so I wanted to keep those. So I just put all of that on there, and I can use those later. And then in here, I did have, like, I had all the things that came with this collection, so I had a lot of die cuts and stuff left over. So at this point, I was just like, I'm going to put them in here. I can add these to, like, envelopes. I can decorate inside of blank cards with them, whatever I wanted, but I just packaged those up really nice and neat. And then in here, I made some ephemera pieces. So I'll go through and I'll kind of take these out and show you. So this would be a great gift as well to your favorite paper crafter, for sure. So I took some of the stickers and some of the pieces that were left over and just made my own embellishments. This is a little banner, and just layered them down. Just like cluster embellishments, basically. These are all glued down. The other ones that I used on the cards, I used staples, but you can totally glue them down. I love the nutcrackers there. So cute. This one was a baking themed kind of little embellishment that would be cute. And then this house with the door. I just loved it. So I made those embellishments, and I thought this would be fun. So that's what I did. So you guys, I really did, I did a great job with smashing my scraps. I ended up smashing, I wrote it down too. I smashed 6 different collections, actually 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excuse me, that should have been 7. 7 different paper collections that I had scraps from because I used them in other projects, and then I had leftovers. So I did 7 of them. In May, I only did 2 because I kind of just got started. But I have done a lot of videos and sharing with what I did with all those things. So you guys, that's what I did. That was how I did in June. Now, July, I am going to continue on. I would like to do some more smashing of my scraps, and I am going to be pretty busy with design team stuff. I've got a design team collection that I just received, and I did a video on that, and I'm going to be doing some projects with that. I'm also going to be working on a new project with Country Craft Creations with a subscription box. So that's going to be starting here pretty soon. I need to finish my Afghan. And yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. Halloween, I was going to start working on maybe Halloween party planning. I don't know that that's going to happen this year because of everything that's been happening at home. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But I am going to be making a few decorations here starting really soon because I'm really excited about Halloween. I love Halloween. So I do want to finish. There's a couple things that I want to do with those, and I hope to bring those to you and share with you next time. But that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm keeping up on my tallies. I am going to keep doing that because I really like the fact that I can look back and see all of the things that I did. Now I'm going to probably do it in a more, you know, a nicer way of writing it down, but this was just kind of a quick, you know, I didn't think I was going to like use this much room. I really didn't, but I did. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Thanks for watching. I hope I didn't ramble on too much. I hope I gave you some great ideas. Check out the links below to all of the people that inspired the smashing of this particular stash and getting me ready for the holidays, which is amazing. I'm this far ahead already because I have never done that. So anyway, I think it's a very good month, and I think that I've got an excellent head start on the Christmas holidays. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay crafty, and I will see you soon with more tutorials and things. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.